Yes, YouTube, welcome back to Phil Builds Series 1, Episode 8, Instagram finale. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go hit it now, sit tight, let's do another build. So what we're doing today, we're taking this propane bottle and we're turning it into a motorbike. Let me show you all the bits I've got. So here's the tank. I've already got all the gas out of it, drained it all out, took the valve out the top, drilled a few holes in the side, and then set fire to it. And just sort of let it burn out. So that's 100% empty, and I'm quite happy cutting and welding that. We've got little 50cc engine, pretty mad that does like 35-40 mile an hour, considering it's sort of in the palm of my hand. But yeah, so there's the engine. Got a front end off an old frame I had, swing arm, set of wheels, got good tyres on them, got new seat in here, and got a new gearbox for the engine, just bolts on the side. Got some new grips and some other bits in the box. So yeah, I think first plan, we get the tank cleaned up, get the top and the bottom cut off, get all the paint off so it's nice clean metal that we're working with, and then we get the centre open and cut out. So we're going to be mounting the engine inside the middle, and then welding the front and rear to get the wheels on, mount the seat on there. So yeah, we get it cleaned up, get the top and the bottom cut off, and get the centres cut out.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me, we meant to be.
So I've just stopped to have a quick mock-up, and just sort of come up with a cunning plan. So I think I'm going to start with the front end. So I've dropped the front, I've dropped the yokes down, so I want it to sit quite low, and if I left them at standard height, the main bit of the bike, the centre bit, would have been quite high. So I've dropped the yokes right down, and then we're just going to trim the top off of the two fork tubes, get this cut nice and flat, and we'll get all this welded in at the front, so the front's done. Then we'll come to the back, we'll cut these off, these two legs, just so we can bring that swing arm in, just so the wheelbase is nice and central both sides. We've got about 150mm there, so we'll be going for about 150mm at the back, and we can get a nice bead along here, nice and solid to the tank. Once the two wheels are level, the tubes are cut, we'll get a couple of beams from here up to there just to strengthen that swing arm in, and we should have a rolling bike. And then I think we'll get the gearbox bolted to the engine, get the engine centered, and get that rear sprocket lined up with the one on the wheel, get a couple of holes drilled and get the chain through. So I think now the focus should be getting this done and welded in, getting this done and welded in. Nice.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be.
So this is how we're looking, and it's looking like a motorbike. Engine's all bolted down on the plates we welded in the bottom, tanks in, with a little cap on the top. Chain drive's all done. I've put a little roller set up at the bottom. You can sort of see the pitch of the angle change just there, just to get it to line up with the front sprocket. And now we're going to do the exhaust. So I've got the bit of pipe that comes out the back of the head, drilled a hole, and then we run it straight out the back. And then I think we're just going to weld that can about there, so it sort of flicks out the back. And the foot pegs will be going on the side at the bottom. So I think we'll do the exhaust, seat, and then the foot pegs, and then we'll rub it down and paint it.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.
So here we are. We've got a mini bike. It is looking the nuts. Got a nice seat pad on the top there. Engine's running, exhaust's all done. Just need to wrap that. So I think I'll fire it up quick, get it running. Once it's running, we'll strip it back down, sand it down, and paint it. Yes then. Here we are, guys and girls. She's all painted. Look at that lovely glossy finish on there. Gone for metallic gold for the rims. So yeah, I think we'll get the exhaust wrapped, get the paper off the tyres, get them blown back up. Let's get it back together, get it outside and see what it looks like.
The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So we're outside. Look at this little girl. Absolutely gassed about this. Really, really nice little bike. So I think we'll get some fuel in it and fire it up. else. There's series 1 of field builds done. I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed, watched everything, liked it. It means a lot. I know the quality is not the best, but it will get better. I've got new cameras on order. So yeah, what we're doing next. So we got this old girl. It's a 1988 Honda Civic saloon. Those of you who are into your Hondas, all you Japanese guys, you'll know how much of a gem this is. So the plan is roll cage. I'm going to put a bench seat through the front, nice new carpet, and then we're going to put a Skyline engine in the front, SR20 Det, the 2-litre turbo. Will be a 1-part special. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and then obviously you won't miss it when this build is done. Or head over to Instagram at GFields Auto Works, and you'll see all the other stuff that I've got going on the side. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you at the next build.